So the last clip I'm going to post off of this 8mm tape of interviews from television is from MTV Week In Rock. January 28th, 92, Oliver Stone, around the time of the JFK film, did a Rock the Vote event up at Dartmouth College and took questions from college kids. And pretty cool thing. I'm sure there's some, 52-year-old, 54-year-old people out there that could be in this.
News director Oliver Stone was in New Hampshire last weekend at the behest of the voter registration group Rock the Vote to mount a screening and lecture program centered on his new movie JFK. The idea was to persuade more young people to register to vote, and here's what Stone had to say.
In 1960 election, when Kennedy was elected, I believe approximately 70% of the populace voted. I think we're down now to about 50%. So I think this is obviously an indication. His death marks the beginning of the end of the concept of democracy as we used to know it.
For Oliver Stone, the assassination of President Kennedy significantly altered the course of history and has never fully been explained. His film has stimulated a national discussion into the possibility of a conspiracy and all of its ramifications.
Why was Kennedy killed?
There's a death warrant out for me, you know?
Who benefited?
The government's gonna jump all over your head, Jimbo.
Who has the power to cover it up?
I think the press has concentrated on attacking me and the film and my integrity and my truth-telling, so to speak, and of course my rewriting of history. But what they ignore is that there is no common ground, there is no accepted and agreed upon history about this event, or for that matter, the 1960s.
Despite the ongoing criticism of Stone since the film's release, the majority of today's collegiates who were born after the assassination and are now having their history influenced have been able to form their own opinions of what happened.
I love the movie. It was very entertaining, and I think it made me think about a lot of things.
The movie raises some very, very serious points, and I can't believe anyone doesn't think there would have been a conspiracy.
I think most people are mature enough to walk in and see it and realize that it's just one person's view of the whole, train of events.
I have called this picture a counter-myth to the Warren Commission myth, because I do not have all the facts. But I think I could have a lot more facts if the damn government would open up the damn file.
Someone who's on the Warren Commission you're related to?
Yeah, my father was. My father was part of the whitewash, according to Oliver Stone. I tend not to think that that's the case. But...
And your father is?
Richard Mosk. It's Stone's message. It's not, it's not anybody else's message. It's Stone's film. It's a very powerful movie. It's a very well done movie. I don't agree with it, but that's my prerogative as a filmgoer.
Although campus reaction was mixed to Stone's film, the ideas behind it are a key part of Rock the Vote's involvement in the upcoming presidential election.
A lot of what his film is saying is what we're saying. Question your government, seek the truth. At the end of the film, it's dedicated to the youth of America and their commitment for truth. And that's a lot of what we're trying to say, so it's a natural partnership.
Here's these young guys, Steve Barr and Rock the Vote, and they're saying, hey, you can still do something, It's not over. And they're right. It isn't over. That MTV generation, if there's 15, 20 million of them, that's a key. That can swing an entire election.
Stone's movie JFK has stirred some criticism, but it's also reignited the long-simmering national debate about the Kennedy assassination, the investigative files for which have been sealed from public view until the year 2029. Now, with Congress reportedly being inundated with mail from constituents demanding that the files be reopened, 3 congressional Democrats, among them Senator Edward Kennedy, have gone on record in favor of that course, and they've been joined by former FBI and CIA Director William Webster. Another Democrat, Representative James Traficante of Ohio, has introduced a congressional bill that would finally reopen the files to the public.
Thank you for watching Cleveland Live Music. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button. Or hit the next video button. Or if you really like what you see, you can do the American thing and send money. There's information for that stuff in the video descriptions. Just keep watching the videos, that's all I care about. Taped all this junk for some reason. So, again, thank you for all the support making the channel grow. Ain't that America? Rah, rah, rah.